and welcome to Herald TV News at 3 with me, Shalene. Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said some see mining as destructive and are going to court even to stop transportation. We want to start sustainable mining. Government wants to give livelihoods to people. We want revenue for the government and livelihoods for people, Sawant said while speaking at the training workshop on District Mineral Foundation on Friday. He also said all efforts are made to restart mining to give livelihoods to the people.
Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said, "Some see mining as destructive and are going to court to stop it. Government wants to give livelihood to people." He also said all efforts are being made to restart mining.
There tourism आम्ही सगळ्यांनी through the ease of doing the business मदत करपाची गरज आसा. सरकार ease of doing the business खातीर अजूनही बी खूप स्टेप्स घेवपाच्यो आसा आणि फुडल्या 5 वर्सांक आमकां ह्यो वेगवेगळ्यो गजाली दिसपाक येतल्यो. डेफिनेटली आमचे बाकीचे सगळे मिनिस्टर्स बाकीचे सगळे जाण ease of doing the businessच्या वाटेत आमी फुडें वता. डेफिनेटली दिस गव्हर्नमेंट विल बी द इंडस्ट्री फ्रेंडली गव्हर्नमेंट आसतले आणि त्या खातीर ease of doing businessच्या बाबतीत हांवें जशें म्हटलां की बेगिनात बेगीन आमकां म्हयन्या 2 म्हयन्यांनी एप्लाय केले नाजाल्यार आमी पळयता. म्हाका खबर आसा बींग IPB चेअरमॅन म्हणजे IPBचो चेअरमॅन एखाद्यान एप्लाय केले जाल्यार ताका 1.5 वर्स आनी 2 वर्स लागता आसत जाल्यार दॅट इज नॉट सो इंडस्ट्री फ्रेंडली. बट ताका 1.5 ते 2 म्हयन्या भितर ताची इंडस्ट्री निदान कन्स्ट्रक्शन सुरू करपा खातीर मेळपाक जाय जाल्यारूच म्हणजे इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट जे आसा हे गोंया कडेन येवपा खातीर आकृष्ट जातले. डेफिनेटली ह्योय स्टेप्स आमचे सरकार ह्यान फुडें घेवपाचे आसा जेणे करून so many investors can come in the state and invest in the state. Once again, I am congratulating my solid waste management corporation and the ministry for giving these better facilities for the state of Goa, and also congratulating for the biotech and the entire team giving one of the state-of-the-art facilities for the common biomedical waste management. So many people will visit this place as a picnic spot in future also to see this plant and to see these facilities, whatever they given for all our medical fraternities.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
A worker drowned while another had a lucky escape while they were at work in a sump as part of sewage workshop at Kapileshwari Ponda on Thursday evening.
A worker drowned while another had a lucky escape while they were at work in a sump as part of sewage works at Kapileshwari Ponda. 2 workers went inside the line at Kapileshwari Ponda and were trying to connect the 2 pipelines when liquid began rising. While one worker managed to escape, the other worker, identified as Shubham Gopde, 23, drowned in the sump. According to sources, the connection and testing of the sewage treatment plant is in progress and the plant is to be inaugurated shortly. The workers went inside the line at Kapileshwari Ponda and were trying to connect the 2 pipelines when liquid began rising. While one worker managed to escape, the other worker, identified as Shubham Gopde, 23, drowned in the sump.
The Western Bypass land acquisition was done in 1995. The work was sanctioned in 2015. The Binauli Panchayat Biodiversity Committee, however, did almost nothing from 2015 to 2018. Even when the new committee took over in 2018 till 2020, few meetings were held to prepare the biodiversity report. The task of preparing the report, which was given to a college, got stuck in exams and COVID pandemic, with the result that the biodiversity report was not prepared and the case of Binauli Panchayat was weak. But paradoxically, Sarauli, which did not prepare a biodiversity report, got bypassed on stilts.
Even when the new biodiversity committee took over in 2018, till 2020, few meetings were held to prepare the biodiversity report. The task of preparing the report, which was given to a college, got stuck due to various reasons. But paradoxically, Sarauli, which did not prepare a biodiversity report, got a bypass on stilts.
We always say when it is required because Binauli is not got on stilt. Now let me give you another thing. Whether Sarauli was prepared, biodiversity is prepared? No.
Right.
Sarauli village has not prepared a biodiversity report.
Yeah, but that's not a justification.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not justifying that. See, can you justify that it is because of biodiversity report it is not done? No. we also today we cannot justify because we are not got on a stilt because of biodiversity.
Okay,
because it is happening now.
But you do acknowledge.
Yes,
Once
because
again,
biodiversity 10 members committee, biodiversity board was there.
Right.
Wetland authority was there.
Right. No, see.
Yes.
One second, I'll just interrupt.
Okay.
I'm essentially
more than biodiversity committee. Yeah.
I'm essentially saying that 2015 to 18 you said nothing happened. Point taken.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 2018 to 2021 you've spoken of the various pitfalls and challenges.
Absolutely.
Because of which could not happen.
Yes.
Point taken.
Partially it is there.
Point
but it is
taken.
not
Yeah.
validated
Okay.
yet.
Now the issue is okay. Let's let bygones be bygones. Let us look at the future. When we are looking at the future, at this point of time, right now, since things are back to normal, restrictions have been lifted and so on and so forth. What is being done now to get the ball rolling at least?
See, it is now partially it has to be validated. Whatever it is, then it has to be validated first.
Okay.
Okay, and it has been validated in the biodiversity committee meeting. Okay. So now I'll tell you another thing. For that to require money, okay, the do PBR require money. And now there are two operations of account in Benalim biodiversity.
Okay.
Which were the previous committee was there. And the secretary opened the account on their personal name.
Okay.
Gave the name to the account is biodiversity. It is just written and sent that particular account to biodiversity board. And biodiversity putting up the money in that account. And the chairperson which was there, he is not living in India now.
Okay.
He is in London.
Okay.
We cannot use any funds.
This has to be brought to the notice of the...
Okay, see, okay. So, these are important. See, the issue is the reason why we are getting to such detail is also to realize that, look, for every movement of this sort, there are these very deep micro-level challenges that also happen. Some could be negligence, some could be inefficiency, some could be practical issues. But the problem is that there are these several small things that become very, very big at the end of the day. There are different challenges, different viewpoints. What is the positive side is people are still sitting together and trying to find a way out. But the issue is that there are several issues that could be in control, could not be in control, could have been organized, could not have been organized. I'm sure there are people who should take the blame and take the credit both.
Bureau Report for Herald TV.
Sandhya Mashikar and her family are living in constant fear of a banyan tree roots spreading into what's left of their house. The family, which lives in Maushi Satri, is now confined to a small space in their own home. The roots of a banyan tree next located to their house have overgrown and damaged parts of their house where the family once ran a bakery business. However, due to the overgrown roots, the bakery has been shut for nearly 5 years now. Sandhya has requested that the authorities pay heed to her situation.
An overgrown banyan tree has encroached part of Sandhya Mashikar's home in Maushi Satari. The family is now confined to a small space in their own home. The family once ran a bakery business. However, the overgrown roots have damaged part of their bakery and home. For 5 years now, Sandhya Mashikar and her family are struggling to make ends meet. The family's home, which once ran a bakery business, has been shut because of the overgrown roots of the banyan tree that has encroached their house. The overgrown roots have led her neighbors to move away and build new homes. Mashikar, a daily wage worker, has requested the government to pay heed to their situation or help her children get jobs in order to rebuild her home elsewhere.
म्हटल्यार आता पहिली बारी घातली आता खूप मोठे झाले आणि आमचे सगळे भितर फळा गेले आणि काय करूंक मेळना.
सो आता तुम्ही रावता खंयसर तुम्ही सध्या आता?
आम्ही भितरले हायटीन दोन तीन रूम आहा थंय रावता.
पहिले हांगाच रावताले तुम्ही?
ना हांगा रावचे ना, हांगा आमची फॅक्टरी आसली ते आता हेका लागून चेपले न्हू सगळे म्हणून बंद पडले.
सो आता तुम्ही बनत दवरला?
बनत दवरला.
तुमकां मदत बी
लोकांक दिसता न्हू, गांवांतल्या लोकांक दिसता सगळ्यांक हे अशी आमची परिस्थिती आहा ती रस्त्यार घर दिसता सगळ्यांक. कोणीच आमकां विसरूंक सुद्दां ना. हे तुमचे आता कशें काय कोणचानी सुद्धा विसरूंक ना की हे बाबा तुमचे हे जाला तुम्ही बाबा कडेन या आनी हेल्प तुमकां काय तरी हेल्प करुया अशें कोणी आमकां म्हणोंक ना, कोणीच म्हणना.
तुमकां मदत जाय अशें म्हणटा तुमी?
म्हाका मदत जाय. हो, माझे भुरगे शिकलेले आहा, तिंगा भुरगीं कशी तरी मी शिकयल्या तांकां. तेजो बापूय कामाक ना म्हणून आता कशें करतलो.
तुमकां एक तरी हें जाय म्हणटा तुमी बांदून हेल्प करपाचें
हेल्प करपाचें हो आनी म्हाज्या भुरग्यांक काम जाय
तुमकां बी वचपाक जाय अशें
हो आमकां बी कडेक वचोंक जाय ह्या घरान रावन आतां खंय केन्ना चिड्डात ती सांगून जाय केन्ना कोसळोन पडात ते आमच्यान सांगून जाय
कोसळात म्हण तुमकां
भंय दिसता आतां कोसळात म्हणून
पण दुसरे बांदपाक तुमचे कडेन पयशे ना म्हणटा
ना दुसरे म्हणून आमचे कडेन पयशे ना न्हू कशें बांदतले भुरग्यांक काम ना भुरग्यांक काम आसल्यार खंय तरी लोन काडून करता आसली न्हू कशें करूं
सो तुमकां कोणी तरी मदत करपाची अशें तुमी हें करता
हो तशें आमी आशा करता म्हटल्यार कोणी तरी आमकां हेल्प करपाची
Sachin Gavas for Herald TV.
Vascoites are demanding 20% to 30% for Goans in central organizations. There are about 7 to 8 central organizations based in Vasco, such as Goa Shipyard, Murmugaon Ports Authority, Dublin Airport, the Railways and Food Corporation of India, which are not employing Goans. A proposed agitation against Goa Shipyard Limited was called off after Chief Minister Pramod Sawant assured to meet Shipyard Limited officials and settle the issue.
Vascoites are demanding 20% to 30% jobs for Goans in central organizations based in Vasco. A proposed agitation against Goa Shipyard Limited was called off after Chief Minister Pramod Sawant assured to intervene. The discrimination against Goans is such that even peons in these organizations are hired from outside Goa. Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has slated a meeting with Goa Shipyard officials on 18th May. People have pointed out that the discrimination against Goans is such that even peons in these central organizations are hired from outside Goa.
इवन इलेक्शना पयलीं हे आमी सगळ्या भाशणांनी उलयताले की सगळ्यो जे सेंट्रल एजन्सीज आसा चड करून गोवा शिपयार्ड एमपीटी रेल्वेज आसा एअरपोर्ट ऑथॉरिटी आसा FTI आसा अश्यो एक 7-8 एजन्सीज हांगा आसा ज्यो आमच्या गोंयकारांक एम्प्लॉय करना आनी तांकां एम्प्लॉयमेंट दिवपा जाय तशें सरकारानूय कितें तरी एक पॉलिसी डिसिजन करपा जाय म्हणून आमी पयलीं पसून सांगताले गोवा शिपयार्डाक आमी पयलीं वॉर्निंग दिल्ली की तुमी आमकां सपोज जॉब्स दिना जाल्यार आमी एजिटेशन करतले पूण आमी सरकार आशिल्ल्या कारणान आमकां पयलीं CMाक सांगचें पडलें आमी जेन्ना CMाक सांगलें CMान सांगलें तुमी एजिटेशन सद्या करनाका आपूण चॅरमॅनाक आनी तांच्या ऑफिशल्सांक आपयता आमी डिटेल घेवया आनी ताजेर कितें तरी आमी निर्णय घेवया म्हणून ताज्या खातीरूच आमी ओगी आसा ज्या दिसा आमकां थंयच्यान म्हणजे म्हाका दिसता 18 नाल्यार 19 तारखेर CMान मिटींग आपयल्या गोवा शिपयार्डा बरोबर आमी सगळे आसतले थंय इवन मवीन सरान हाजेर आमी एजिटेशन करतले म्हणून सांगलें कित्याक एवरीबडी इज फ्रस्ट्रेटेड आज वास्कोचो यूथ जो आसा ताका जॉब्स मेळना आज खंयच्यान तरी पिवनाक पसून ते गोवा शिपयार्ड भायले जॉब हाडटा पूण खंय तरी आमकां दुखता आमी वास्कोकार आज सगळे आज एकठांय जाल्या की आमकां जॉब्स हांगा मेळूंकच जाय सगळे आमदार एकठांय आसा आनी जॉब मेळना जाल्यार डेफिनेटली आमी वचून थंय एजिटेशन करतले ताजे बद्दल डावट ना पूण आमकां CMाचेर विश्वास आसा CMान सांगलां आपूण हो इश्यू सॉर्ट आवट करता म्हणून आनी इवन इन द एसेंब्ली म्हाका दिसता असो ठराव घेवपा जाय की सगळ्यो ह्यो एजन्सीज आसा तातूंत 20 ते 30% गोंयकार भुरगे आमचे वचूंकच जाय.
Story by Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
After the Directorate of Mines and Geology issued notices to holders of 88 mining leases to vacate the area by June 6, 2022, workers associated with different mining sectors have been issued notices of termination. The All India Trade Union Congress of Goa has come forward to safeguard the rights of these workers and put forth 4 main conditions.
The All India Trade Union Congress of Goa have come forward to safeguard the rights of mining workers. The AITUC has put forth 4 main conditions after the Directorate of Mines and Geology has issued notices to holders of 88 mining leases to vacate the area. The first condition put forth by the AITUC for the Goa Mineral Development Corporation is that there should be seamless employment for the workers. Secondly, the government should convey a meeting with leaseholders and come up with steps to resolve issues. Workers should also be paid a retention fee. Thirdly, the Goa Labour Welfare Board should introduce a retract mining workers scheme for the betterment of mining dependents. And lastly, in the eventuality of the leases being auctioned, the terminated workers be hired back by the new owner.
The state has to act as a sovereign guarantor to the mining workers आणि मायनिंग वर्करांक क्लियर कट आमचे 4 मुद्दे आसात. पयल्या सुवातेर आमी सांगूंक सोदता की ह्यो मायनिंग मिनरल गोवा मिनरल डेव्हलपमेंट कॉर्पोरेशन एक्टिवायज करून त्या कामगारांक इमिडिएटली लिजेस घेवन आपल्या ताब्यात गव्हर्नमेंटान मायनिंग चालू करचे. This is our immediate demand. There should not be a gap between 6th of June 2022 when mining workers will be asked finally to leave the leases, leave the wherever they are working, and between the 7th of June 2022. There should be a seamless employment of all mining workers. सरकारान हेची जबाबदारी घेवपाक जाय. दुसरे, सरकारान जे मिनेर, जे लीज होल्डर्स या कामगारां बद्दल कितें करता ताच्या बद्दल या लीज होल्डरांक आपूण चर्चा चालू करपाक जाय आनी काळजीदारपणान हाचेर पावलां मारपाक जाय. सरकारान कांय फंड घालून ही स्कीम तयार करपाची फॉर रिट्रेंच्ड मायनिंग वर्कर्स स्कीम म्हणून, रिट्रेंच्ड मायनिंग वर्कर्स स्कीम म्हणून. आणि ह्या स्कीमेन you can work it out in a better way, in a more advantageous way than Goa Labour Welfare Board retrenchment scheme. You can give a better kind of a benefit to the mining workers and dependents. Your scheme activate करपाचो, auction करूंक शकता. In that eventuality, आमचो डिमांड आसा, AITCचो डिमांड की सरकारान टेंडर पेपरान क्लियरली बरोवपाचें की ज्यांका तुम्ही जे लिजेस तुम्ही ऑक्शन करता त्या लिजाचेर जे कामगार काम करतले, दोज वर्कर्स should be given employment by the new leaseholders who will be getting the leases on auction.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Former Benali MLA Churchill Alimau has said the migrants had come to work or do businesses. They should not get into politics. Asked if they did not have a democratic right to contest, he said yes, but people will decide. I am not against them, but Goa is for Goans, he said. When asked if in the future we will have migrant MLAs, Churchill said it depends on the people. They can contest, but they will never be Bhumiputra, Churchill asserted. Earlier, former Sankwal Sarpanch Sharan Methi had questioned why can't a Goan Kannadiga contest elections.
Former Sarpanch of Sankwal, Sharan Methi, had questioned why Kannadigas can't contest elections in Goa. Churchill Alimau said migrants had come to work or do business. They should not get into politics. I am not against them, but Goa is for Goans, Churchill Alimau said. On having migrant MLAs in the future, Churchill said it depends on the people.
तेंगा आमी हाली हिंगा आमी तेंगा रावपाक आनी काम करपाक दिला अधिकार आनी पॉलिटिकलान हाली आमी गोंयाना बदले मरे तुमी आं अशें जाता गोंया मेंगराचे मासपा जाय मरे तेंका हांव केन्ना तेंगा हांव तेंचेर कोंत न्हू पूण इलेक्शनां येता जाल्यार तें कोंत इलेक्शनां तेंगा आमी हाडले इलेक्शनां रावपा हाडले हिंगा ते आपल्याक पोट भरपाक जाय न्हू जॉबा बी बिजनेसाक समजला न्हू आतां तें डिसिजन लोकांनी घेवपाचें आतां तो बसलो जाल्यार लोकांन हाडपाचो तें लोकांचें डिसिजन म्हज्यान सांगपाचो
ते म्हणटा सर ते आमचो डेमोक्रेटीक रायट आहा म्हणटा
हां
डेमोक्रेटीक रायट
एज पर युअर इंडियन सिटीजन यू गॉट एवरी रायट बट तुका गोंयकारांक तरी जाय तेंका रायट दिवपाक जाय गोंयकार दिल्ले तेंका मानता आय कॅन नॉट डिस्टर्ब दॅट समजला न्हू मेकरान चिंतपा जाय न्ही वोटरान चिंतपा जाय न्ही what I can do that. They got a right, I got a right, I am a citizen of India, I know that. You understand, no? But हांव येयला हिंगा मुगे बिजनेस करपाक हांव समज हाल्या हांव महाराष्ट्रांतून हांव बिजनेस केला हिंगा हांव इलेक्शनाक बसता म्हाका त्या लोकांक हाडलो जाल्यार हांव जालो न्ही आमदार लोकांना जाल्यार पळोवन अशें म्हणजे तें हाडपाचें तें रायट लोकांलें पंचायता लेवलाचेर न्हू तांकां सगळें दिलें आधार कार्ड सगळें आंकडो बाकडो सगळें दिलें गोंयकार म्हूण तूं रेजिस्टर केलें ताका पूण भुमिपूत्र जायना तो भुमिपूत्र जाता तें उतर आसपा ना केन्ना लायफान गोंयचो भुमिपूत्र जावपाक शकना तो कोण केन्ना लायफान
A very good support, and all the people of the village are trying to tell me contest from this ward, that ward. I have a demand. I think I will contest wherever I feel majority of people will vote for me.
Irrespective of whether they're Kannadigas or not.
No. I am not saying, I am telling villagers. I am not contributing on Kannadigas. All are equal. We want support of full Goans. Then only we can form the Goans where the majority people were voted for me and made a sarpanch also were Goans. So we are here, born and brought up. I feel we are more Goans, and we are Kannadigas staying in Goa. We are going by the rules of Goa. We are following, and I think there is no problem in contesting election because we know Goa very well, and where we stay also we know properly of that village or whatever. And I feel anybody can contest anywhere. It is a fundamental rights. And recently, if you have seen in Goa and Vasco, one boy from Vasco has won in London. He has become councillor there. And in Goan can go there and become a councillor. There you can get him elected. Why we cannot contest and get elected in Goa, in Panchayat or any assembly? It is our right. And also now Goans and outsiders. Now Aam Aadmi Party has come, you have accepted. TMC has come, you have accepted. So there are many parties outside and come here, you accepted. So what is the problem in Kannadigas?
Every community who is staying in Goa have a right, whoever is voting right, तांकां right हा बसपाक. आमी कोणाक स्टॉप करूंक शकना. सो आमचे जे सगळे गोंयकार आहा तेंच्यांनी फॉर्म भरूंकूच जाय न्हू. अशें न्हू की फाल्यां तूं कर्नाटका गेलो और तूं UP गेलो आनी तुवें थिंगासरले आधार कार्ड आनी इलेक्शन कार्ड केलें तुका बसोंक जायना, तुकाय बसोंक जाता. थिंगासरलो लोक तुका कितलो मान्य करतलो, मान्यता दितलो तेजेर आहा. आनी हिंगासर कितें आहा, आमचे जे स्थानीक लोक आहा ते सगळे एक्टीव आहा. पीपल वील फील्ड गूड कॅन्डिडेट्स. प्रत्येक विलेजीन पॅनल आहा, पंचायतीची पॅनल आहा, जी एक्झिस्टिंग पंचायत पॅनल आहा, ऑपोजिशनाचे पॅनल आसतात. सो पीपल वील फील्ड. इट इज ऑन टू द जनरल पब्लिक टू डिसायड कोण जिखतलो पळय.
Story by Prakash Gadekar for Herald TV.
Prasad Polji for Herald TV. Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
The 27th Foundation Day of Ganpati Temple, Todda, Porvorim was celebrated on Monday. A bhajan, palki and Dipotsav were organized on the occasion. There was also a felicitation of temple committee members and others.
The 27th Foundation Day of Ganpati Temple, Todda, Porvorim was celebrated on Wednesday. A bhajan, palki and Dipotsav were organized on the occasion. There was also felicitation of temple committee members and others. Sagar Naik for Herald TV.
Tonight and over the next 3 days, Herald TV will feature Railway Double Track, Goan Lives of Track, a special 3-part series on the lives of people living near the railway tracks and how they will be affected due to the double tracking in coastal South Goa. Watch this program at 7:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. over the next 3 days.
To RVN or the Southwestern Railway to shift their these stones which are part of the railway track so that they can have at least a small path.
Okay.
Okay.
No way. आणि आम्ही आतां जाणटी जाले तरी आसतना आमकां हें गव्हर्मेंटूय सोदताय जाता आमगे इतलें लुगार व्हरोन आमी आतां आनीकय व्हरोन सोदता आनी आमी वयतलीं हूंय हें गव्हर्मेंटान चिंतूंक जाय पयलें इफेक्टींग जाता म्हणजे आमकां रातीचें न्हिदोंक वासूंक मेळना तो वास आतांच कसलो वास हो वास घेवन आमी रावपाक.
At an age when senior citizens in Goa want peace and quiet, those living in Velsa near the railway tracks don't even get sleep at night due to the constant din created by the trains moving at such high speed that the walls of the houses vibrate as well. For some who is not used to experiencing such condition, it feels like an earthquake. Team Herald meets the families whose life by the railway track in the coastal stretch of Murmugaon Taluka who are dreading to the proposed double tracking project as they lose their houses, their livelihood and a history they share, the land on which their ancestors call home. Watch this special coverage only on Herald TV exclusively tonight on Friday at 7:30 and 9:30.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.